It's been a while, hasn't it? It's time for 69 more Fortnite myths. Like this. The new mythic item will change the skin color of certain characters. Okay, let's try it. Oh, it is true. It only works on a few skins, and I'm not unpacking that. Thank you very much, Glitch King. Let's move on. Is it possible to use the wrong ceremonial dance and still pick up the Howler items around the map? Absolutely not. Leica gives you the thumbs down in disapproval. She wants you to use the correct emote. Yet if you change quick enough, it is possible to completely glitch it out. Synergy without movement. Next, can the new mythic save us from fall damage? The leaping melee swing at the top of the jump leads to, well, imminent pain, but should you time the jump melee well enough, it'll reset the fall and you should land perfectly without any damage at all. And it also works from max height too. Extra protection for those who skybase. We now have zombie chickens in the game, and I'm told that they can break builds in one hit. So I let those little cluckers pursue me, and at first glance, it does look to be true, but that was due to the wall still constructing. The zombie chicks will hit builds for 100 damage per peck. Nothing can stand in their way, except picking them up. That's their one weakness. So does that mean a zombie chicken can now win a fight with a wolf? Not a chance, right? Well, it took 9 cocks, but officially, zombie chickens are not the bottom of the food chain anymore. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, and can zombie chickens travel through chrome walls? Yes. Yes, they can. The new NPCs and bosses around the island during Fortnitemares are our main focus today. Over at Grim Gables, a summoning circle is waiting for a sacrifice to activate it. So we wondered what could be used to awaken that demon inside. We threw a chick into the circle. Nothing happened. What about a boar or wolf? Nothing at all. Not even a zombie can activate the summon. Yet, both the friendly and enemy decoy bots can activate the boss fight. So our attention turned to neutral NPCs. Could they activate the ritual? Rustler was the closest, so she shall be the chosen one. We blocked up all the escape routes and fishing rodded her to the drop zone. Will it activate? Holy heck, yes it does. So next myth, can Rustler defeat the Inquisitor? She tried, then she ran a bit, then she tried again, but ultimately she was no match for the fiery demon. There must be someone on this island who can fight the Inquisitor, and I think there is. Ash from the Evil Dead franchise is now on the island for Fortnitemares, and his thing is vanquishing the undead. So we used fishing rods and took our hero to the drop spot. In he fell, and I was going to cut to a replay file now, but my game updated and my replay files were corrupted. So we had to do it all over again. This time we used a vehicle, and as long as someone was close enough to Ash, he'd stay on board. So, attempt 2. Let's do this. Ash fell into the summoning site and immediately ran away. He bolted the second he heard the scream and almost made it out before the Inquisitor spawned in. The two began fighting with a huge rocket attack against a single shotgun shell from far too far away. Ash continued running, taking the fight outdoors, followed by that demon. Our Ash simply didn't want to fight, he wanted to run home, and I've got to admit, the way he dodges rockets is pretty impressive. Ultimately, Ash did get involved in the fight, but it was too little, too late, and he lost at long range. We finished the job for him, but the Inquisitor may be the strongest person on the island. I wonder if we could get him to the Herald. Okay, so Ash's performance against the Inquisitor was poor, but worth a second chance, I think. This time we took him west to fight Willow, an axe-wielding boss, in another cabin. We mastered the Ash on a truck technique and cornered him at the house ready to fight. Meanwhile, I was bait to bring Willow into the same room, and once their eyes met, sparks flew, literally. Shotgun versus axe. It came down to this moment when each character had 1 drop of health left. Who do you think won? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Ready? It was Ash! He hits a huge blast with the shotgun and immediately he heads back home, because he's a badass. Ash has an official record now of 2 fights, 1 win and 1 loss. Enough fighting, more flying. To our usual ritual. Every season we check if the new NPCs and bosses have a glider which is unique to them. Ash, default. Willow, default. Inquisitor, default. To this day, only Vader had a custom glider. Oh, and what about the zombies this year? Do they have a glider? So a quick test. No, they have nothing at all to stop them thudding straight into the ground. But that also must mean they don't take fall damage. So new myth, do zombies take fall damage? So I led this zombie up a ramp of no return and then edited her fall. Yet, what the hell is this? For some reason they can float in midair. This is weird. This is so weird. Anyway, eventually I got her to fall, down she fell, and she's completely fine, not a scratch on her. This leads to another test. Can zombies touch water this year? A very simple test, and nope, they cannot swim this year. And of course the Mystique tests now. Can Mystique become the newcomers? And on all 3 occasions, yes, she certainly can. You can still trial a skin before it's released in the shop. And to finish off Mystique's tests, can she become one of the zombie horde? I murderized one and then attempted to take his skin and no, it doesn't work. RIP. Something unexpected did happen though during these Mystique tests. Check this out. What the heck is going on here? Let me explain how I got here. So I became the Inquisitor, and then a little after that, I went into one of the Chrome Tornadoes. Then, after the skin ran out of time and I reverted back to Mystique, I was still in the blob form, which gave me floating hair and eyes. Then once the blob is complete, Mystique is rebuilt, but she isn't rebuilt exactly as herself. She keeps the main framework of the character she replaced. Look at her arms and her shoulders. They're still like Mr. Ink. It's weird, but that's why we do things like this. So weird. What happens when the goo gun shoots into the slipstream? Well, this is a quick one. Nothing at all. I really hoped it was going to be like the saw blades and they'd travel around without exploding, but no, it's not to be. Oh, but the Halloween rocket launcher sure does work. It flies perfectly in the airstreams, so at least something went right today. So the goo gun has the ability to stick to objects, and the size of the goo sphere around it depends on how much is pumped into it. So I asked a bunch of my Discord to help me make the biggest goo pile ever seen. And this is another anticlimax, to be honest. The goo bubble does grow, but it stops at a certain point. So no world record here. Myth busted. To make ourselves feel better about our wasted time, we built this tower with goo fireworks. It's completely innocent. Nice architecture. Next, can Midas turn the new mythics gold? Oh, I like this. It's busted, sadly. They remain their OG colour, although there is a little extra to this. When they are taken out of the inventory again, the wolf mask becomes gold. So this is both confirmed and busted at the same time. By the way, here's all the weapons added this season, and surprisingly, the chrome weapons do not become gold in Midas's hands, yet all the others do. The same thing goes for Shadow Midas. The chrome weapons cannot be manipulated by him, yet everything else can, except that new mythic, which looks damn good in gold. Come on, we still have a bunch of myths to get through. Is it possible to stand on a launch pad and not be flung into the air? Well, Birdo has tried it, and it's confirmed. When wearing the new mythic, use the jump ability just before you land, and you will stay completely still, breaking the laws of physics. Wow. Birdo also tried this on the balloons that throw us up into the sky, and yet again, using the Howler Claws, we can rewrite the rulebook. This might be a good place to hide, actually. Did you know there's a red chest on the island? Get your butt over to the Rave Cave, and by the side exit is this. It looks like just a lighting issue, but damn, that does look like a red chest to me. And finally, a really serious one now. What happens if you don't thank the bus driver? I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen?